In the words of Will Smith, welcome to Miami. It's the Miami Grand Prix weekend, and GPBlog has Nicole Mulder on the ground in Florida. It's a hell of a circuit, and Nicole, you've been there, but one person who isn't there is Max Verstappen. Max, can you tell us more what's happening?
Yeah, so of course Max, like all the other drivers, was expected to be here for the media day, but he didn't turn up. Questions were raised already when Red Bull was very late with sending the media schedule, on which they specify at which time which driver is available to ask questions. And on some point they confirmed that Max would miss the media day because he was expecting his baby.
Of course, since the last race, we've had a bit of news from the FIA, and there talks about certain rules that Max might not be too happy about.
So the FIA president, he seemed to come back a little on his words. Earlier this year there was a stricter regulation announced for swearing and other types of misconduct. And Mohammed Ben Sulayem, he said that he was open for conversation and maybe the rules could be changed a little bit. You could say that is good news for Max Verstappen, who is obviously not a big fan of those regulations. Yeah, it was still obvious that is still early days because, for example, Josh Russell, he said, we'll have to see. It's a nice beginning, but for now it's just words and he would like to see action as well.
Just words, that's exactly the problem we've had with the whole thing. Is anything from any of the other drivers?
Yes, so Lewis Hamilton, he said that he was always very open to communicate and work with the FIA. He also mentioned that he thought that drivers should have more say in what's decided and not just that they're being told what to do. He was very clear about that.
So let's talk about things on the tracks. Everything we've had so far in 2025 has been McLaren dominated. How are we looking for what we're expecting to see this weekend?
Yeah, so Miami, probably McLaren will be the favorites again to start with. But Lando did say something interesting when asked about the regulation changes set for Barcelona, because the FIA will be more strict about the flex wings. And it is said that McLaren will be affected by that, but Lando Norris completely denied this. He said it will not have any impact on McLaren at all, which, if true, will be a bit of bad news for the competition.
Oscar Piastri is a driver who's in the ascendancy. Did he have anything to say about his most recent victory and how that came about?
Yeah, it's Oscar. He was asked about his little incident with Max after the start of the previous Grand Prix. He was, as always, we're used to it by him. He was very relaxed about it. He said, fighting Max always takes a little bit more than fighting some other drivers. He was asked, like usually the question is asked if Max will change anything about his driving style, which we know he won't. Oscar confirmed this. He said Max won't change anything. He also said that there was nothing wrong with that. He said fighting Max is just a little bit more of a challenge and you need to keep that in mind when doing so.
Is there anything you're expecting to see? Anything you gleaned from today in the media sessions about how Max might do?
Yeah, Red Bull at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, they played down a little bit their hopes for the Miami Grand Prix. Said that it would probably not be the strongest track. I asked Isaac Hedger about this. He didn't actually want to confirm that Red Bull would be disappointing here, but he did confirm that Racing Bulls would probably be competitive. Isaac also pointed out that Max is usually able to pull something special out of the bag, that we may just see something special from Max, even though he's not in the most competitive car this weekend.
I think, Nicole, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it. One of the things that Hadjar has got that's special out of the bag is the livery, of course, of the Racing Bulls. It's a bit of a special weekend. Have you been able to see any of the car to see how pink it actually is?
Yes, actually, they just had the livery revealed in the pit lane. It's all very pink, but just to say, Liam called it magenta. But to me, it looks like a little very Malibu Barbie pink. It's very pink. But it looks really cool. I must say, it looks really cool. Very Miami.
Nicole, you've been fantastic, giving us some insight from the Paddock on Paddock Update. Thank you so much for everything so far. You're going to be there all weekend, so we'll speak to you tomorrow and hear how things have gone for sprint qualifying. Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for watching. Tune in tomorrow.